so as you guys can see from the title, today we are doing Pan That Face palette update for the month of May. Oh my goodness. Time has flown. I have a very exciting update for you guys, and there's a little bit, I'm like hesitating on what to do, how to do this. So I'm gonna need a little bit of input from you guys. So prep yourselves, get your typing ready, your little keyboards, because I'm gonna need you guys to help me out with this one. So if you're interested to see where I stand, what I'm doing, what's going on, stay tuned. Okay, so like I always mention in this update, if you do not know how I'm structuring this project pan this year, I would suggest you check out my intro video. That way you guys can see exactly how I'm doing it. So I have my few products here. I'm very excited about this one. There has been some surprises, and then there has been some things where I am shocked that I still have yet to finish up. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Okie dokie, friends. So let's start out with the Natasha Denona Bloom face palette. So in total, you guys, this has been in here since the beginning of the year. You guys know that last update I had hit pan on the highlighter portion, and I was aiming to hit pan on the blush portion of it. Okay, so here we go, you guys. Oh, I will show you what it looks like before and now what it is looking like today, you guys. I have been able to hit pan on the blush portion of it. This has had a total of 85 uses. I had told you guys between 90 to 100 is what the aim is, or typical for me to hit pan on a cream product from Natasha Denona. I think the most I have gotten to is like in the 90s. So I'm not surprised it took me 85 uses. Last month, now I don't have my tallies that I have on here, so I'm looking on my phone. In the month of April, I used this in total 15 uses. So I did use this another 15 more times, give or take. It depends on when I uploaded this video. It may be a little bit less than that, but in here, my tallies, it says 15 in total in the month of April. So basically from April 1st to April 30th, that may include last update's tallies. So in total, 85 uses, you guys. I can't believe that. It took me a hot minute. I was losing hope. I thought I was going to roll this out before I even got to hitting pan because I was going to get tired of it. But I even used it a little bit more just to expand the pan a little bit more for you guys. I had fun. It was a good challenge. I have pan on both of these now, so that is a goal for me. I still have two more Natasha Denona face palettes that have creams in them that don't have any pan, so we're gonna show you guys which one I'm gonna replace this one with because I finally hit pan. I'm so excited this gets rolled out. Very, very happy about that. That took me 4 months in total to hit pan on. Okay, so let's move on to our individual products that equal one face palette. Let's start with Mary Lou. Again, I'm going by what my phone is saying as far as a tally. My little counter that I usually use finally took my advice. I gave feedback to the app creators and told them to like do monthly tallies so that I can see exactly what I hit. So they've upgraded the actual app to do that, which I'm so excited about because now I can see each month how much I've used in total from the 1st to the 30th. Not necessarily when I update this, but it gives you an overall idea of how much I used it, which is very, very cool. So here we are with Miss Mary Lou. I'm going to show you what she looked like before, and you're going to see a little bit of progress, but not, I don't know. I haven't looked at the pictures yet, but this is what she's looking like now. She still has a lot, but the dome has really flattened out from last update. So I am about to hit pan again soon in the center. She has been used a total of 95 times in this project pan. That doesn't mean that she's been used 95 times from the inception of it to now. I have started using this highlighter in October of last year and she already had pan. So if I'm calculating that, I'm calculating an additional 30, let's see, 20, 40, 60-ish, 65 more uses on top of the 95. So I'm up at like 140, almost 150 usage on it with pan in it. In the month of April, it says that I've used this 23 times. So from April 1st to April 30th, I've used this 23 uses. So it looks like every month I've done the same with the exception of February. And so far in the month of May, I've used it twice from the time I am filming this. So she's still going. I really thought she would be done by now. I'm not in any means bored of her. I'm wearing her today. It's just keeps going. It just keeps going, you guys. So maybe July. I'm gonna say July this should be done, which is kind of holding me back on the other highlighter I wanted to use, but I'm not upset about that. So let's see if July is when she leaves. So she's still staying in here. Last month, I brought in a new bronzer because I had finished my Bare Minerals bronzer. So I brought in the Laguna one. I will show you a picture where it was because I did not have much of it. It was very little. I knew I could try to finish it off if possible. So this past month, today, I am also wearing it. So 21 uses in total, you guys, and I was able to finish it today. Able to completely finish that one today. As I mentioned, I have had a ton of use on this one. It had quite a bit of pan on it. It had a little bit here and like a little bit down here. It was very, very thin, so it went rather quickly, and it was a beautiful bronzer. Today was the last bit of usage I was able to use out of it, and I completely finished this off. So not only did I finish one bronzer, I finished a second bronzer, and it is only May, you guys. That is awesome. I typically aim for like 2 bronzers a year. I have a single out. That's one less in my singles and one less in a face palette. So that's awesome that I was able to do that with this one. Still worked fine. No complaints on it whatsoever. Really, really pretty. So I am going to roll in a bronzer for this as well. So we're going to roll in a face palette and a bronzer. Last but not least was my Tower 28 cream bronzer. I'll show you where I was last month. I decided to keep this in to completely finish it off. I am wearing it today. I've been wearing it at every single video. It's something that I use daily. So in total, let's see. So total usage in this product is 29 uses. In the month of April, I used it 20 times. So in the month of April, when I filmed it, or from April 1st to April 30th, it has been used for 20 uses. So we have 2 uses obviously in the month of May, and this is what it's looking like now, you guys. I'm so excited about this one. Look at this. That is major pan, you guys. I didn't realize how close I was to pan when I decided to try to finish this one off. I use this with a foundation brush. I tap the excess on my palm and then I place it on my cheeks. I have done a video showing you how I use this one, and it's working fine for me. Right now, the weather is all over the place, but when I put a setting spray over my face to mattify it, it really does stay in place, so it's not too bad. I'm really enjoying it. I'm embracing this one. In the beginning, when I first started bringing this one in, kind of felt like I had no idea what I was doing with this one. I didn't like it. I didn't like how I was applying it. I couldn't figure out a way to apply it, and finally, I was able to get a rhythm with it, and now I may possibly have another month with this one. I don't know how long these last, so I have a pretty good pan in here. Did not expect to have such a decent pan, and you can see some of the product is very thin around the pan, but it's still pretty thick around the edges, so it may have another 2 months with this one, which is fine because that'll throw me into the month of July as well, and I can bring in a summer one. So I'm very excited about this one, and this is also staying in with Miss Mary Lou. Okay, you guys, now it's time for the roll-ins. So for the bronzer, since we have finished now this bronzer, and now I need to bring in a bronzer, I think I am gonna go ahead and just bring in the bronzer that I wanted to use during the summertime. I have gotten somewhat of a tan, not too much. It has been warm some days and I have been outside, but I'm kind of like hesitant on bringing it in, but I think if I have a very light hand until I start getting a little bit darker, not on purpose, you guys, but just because I'm outside, I'm gardening and doing all these different kind of things, I'm bound to get some sort of tan on my body. So I think I'm going to just bring it in and just see how it goes. If I feel that it's still too glowy, too orangey, too warm toned for my skin tone right now, I'll temporarily use something else. I'll show you guys on my next update if that happens. But if I do not, this is what I'm bringing in. So this is my Laura Geller Tropic Hues and Tahitian Glow Duo. So my aim for this is just to use the bronzer side. This is the blush side, and this is the bronzer side. This is called Tahitian Glow, which is a very, very pretty bronzer. I really do like it in the summertime. I do have a full size of this one, but as you guys can see, it's a little bit glowy right there. I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little bit orangey. So it looks beautiful when I have a tan, but when I don't have a tan, it looks very Oompa Loompa-ish. So I think if I go with a light hand, I might be able to start working on it. And then as I gradually get a tan, because I have a feeling I will be getting a tan pretty soon, that it's just going to get used more often. So This is staying in until I am able to continue to use it. I think I would say around October-ish is when I would roll this out, because that's when my tan starts to fade. I'm not outside as often as much or in the sun as much. So I think this will be in here until I hit a goal, whether it's hitting pan, finishing it up, or I get to October and then I can't use it anymore. So this is my bronzer, you guys. I'm officially keeping this bronzer in here. Let's hope it works out for me, you guys. And now for the roll-in for my next Natasha Denona palette, you guys. So I've been contemplating on the last two which one to use. I feel like half of one works great for the summer, and then the half of the other one works great for the summer. So I feel like if she would have taken the cream bronzers of one, or the cream products of the one, and put it with the other one, it would have been like a full-on kind of face palette, and then the other one would have been lighter. So I picked the one I think that would have the deeper cream products, because we are going into the summertime. So for that reason, I'm bringing in the tan one. I have the bronze or the tan. The tan ones has the deeper versions of the cream product, and that is why I'm bringing this one in. I feel like the bronze has the deeper products in the powdery section. So, but I'm not using those right now. I'm just using the cream one. So we're using both the highlighter and the bronzer. So you guys can see these are practically brand new. That little smudge right there is from this actual glass. I have not touched these. I have not swatched these. I've not done anything with these. So my goal is to hit pan once again on these. So I'm going to start the tally new, and in hopes that I can get somewhere with this. Hopefully my goal to hit pan on these. You guys saw how fast I hit pan on the cream part of the highlighter versus the bronze, the blushy part. I don't know how these are going to go. Every time I dip into a Natasha Denona palette, my expectations are different each time. Not all her formulas are created the same. Not all her formulas are the same. Some take a lot longer. Some are a lot easier. I always range between 40 to 90. That's what my range is when it comes to Natasha Denona cream products. So this could possibly be in here until October, and that's perfectly fine with me. I'm anticipating this to be in here at least the whole entire summer, because I need to get a work on this, because one more left, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the year. I gotta figure that one out, because I didn't expect to be rotating through so many products right now. I really didn't. I had a game plan as far as how I wanted to structure this project pan, but not necessarily the products. And that's where I'm like just going by the seat of my pants, and it's been working fine because I've been able to finish quite a few things, which was completely unexpected and not planned for. But I gotta have a game plan for the fall and winter time towards the end of the year, because right now the summertime is really easy for me to pick things. I'm running out of products to throw in here that I'm using for a specific reason. So we're gonna figure this out, you guys. We're gonna figure this out. Wrap it all together, because I know it's all over the place, and let me just cohesively put my thoughts together for you guys to see. So we're rolling this out, we're bringing this in, and we're using the same concept. We're having the same goals, hitting pan on both the highlighter and the blush or bronzer part of this. Until those goals are met, this is staying in here. We are rolling this out because I finished a bronzer, and we are bringing this in until I can no longer use it, or I've hit pan or finished it up, whichever goal I choose to submit and take for. So I would say this is going to stay in here until October. I've never, ever panned a Laura Geller product like this. So I have no idea. I have no kind of gauge to see how long, how much, what it would take. So this is my first time, you guys. Baked products take a long time. So I don't know. This will be a test. And most of you guys have told me you've never done it either. So I guess use me as your guinea pig. Mary Lou, she's in here until she's done, and I don't have much left. I would say another 2 months with this one, but who knows? Same thing with the Tower 28. I don't know how long this takes. Maybe at most 2 months, maybe a month, who knows? But this is staying in until I finish her as well. All right, you guys, that is an awesome update. I did not expect to have such a great update again this month. Last month was pretty good. This month was also pretty good. It's fun to see what I can finish. It's fun to bring back old palettes that I've had in this project pan and be able to still chisel away at them. That is my intent with this, just to bring back old, new, and then also do the singles, because these are also going to bring down my numbers at the end of the year. And it's products that I've loved and enjoyed and use. So it's not like it's a burden to me to continue to use these. So that's what I have for you guys. Awesome. Good job. Round of applause for me. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm so excited about that. All right, guys, let me know how you are doing if you are panning a face palette and if I am encouraging you to do this. It is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I personally like this more than a palette, like an actual eyeshadow palette. I'm better at this. I'm committed more to this, and I get to play around with all different kinds of formulas. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for you, German. Until then.